Check it out. I was up at Zellers. I'm in Ontario, Canada. I guess about 3 weeks ago now. I was up getting some caulking. I'm doing some stuff in my apartment here. And I seen another little picture, not the same picture, but the same everything. And, yeah. So I took it to the manager. I asked, oh, well, I wanted to know. I wanted to know where this picture came from, because I explained I don't buy from China anymore, and if it's from China, I don't want it. So she says it was likely made in China, and she started peeling. She peeled the sticker off, the Canadian sticker. And she said to me, they shouldn't have done that, and she was going to get them to go and take all of the Canadian stickers off, all of these pictures and mirrors, the whole aisle of them. So about a week later, I went back up to see, and everything was still the same. So I had a quick look to see if I could find any more of these made in China and the Canadian sticker. I didn't see any off the hop, so I thought, well, maybe that was the only one. They messed up and one got past them or something. But then it kept bothering me. So I went back up to Zellers just, I don't know, about a week ago, I guess. And I went down the aisle, and this was at the very end of the aisle, sitting, like, out here. And so then there was two. So I don't know how many people bought, thinking they were made in Canada, and never even looked at that, and just discarded the cardboard. Hung their picture up, thinking from now on they think that, when it's really that. And a lot of the stickers, the first picture I found, a lot of the Canadian stickers weren't even stuck on. They were kind of, lifted, like they weren't stuck on all the way. So I've been back and forth a bit with, I guess it's their head office, Zellers. And at first I asked her, I gave her all the numbers, all the information, the barcode and these codes and everything, and she wrote me back the other day and said, we have nothing like that in our system. So that's when I went ahead and told her my reason for wanting to know. She says, well, she wrote back, there should be a manufacturer, and that's the first I wanted to know when I wrote the first time. Who made these pictures. I wanted to know the company that made these pictures, because there's no company on it. It's, these little things, they're all stapled there. They're all stapled. So I actually took a few pictures of it last night. It was funny. I tried so many times to take a picture of this. This shows up perfect. This, it don't want to show up at all. On not one picture I took could I get that. So I had to send them, and assure her that that is what it says. And I told her I could do a video, because, you can see in a video. Because I can do this. I can use this. That really bothers me, ex-cons, So, yeah, I'm waiting for well, I thought I'd hear from her today, but I didn't yet, so maybe not till next week or something, but yeah, I'm waiting to hear back from her up at the head office to see what the heck's going on here, because this is not cool at all. What's this supposed to be, China? No, 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 no. Well, if we don't all stop buying from it, it will be. So, yeah. Yeah. So I don't know if there's any more up there still. When I went to get this one, to have a look and to see if there was another one, and this one was right there at the end of the aisle, they had gone down quite a bit. So a lot of people bought these. Like, there was big ones, there was all, you know, all different kinds, styles, different pictures and everything. And as you can see, there's no place where there ever was a manufacturer's sticker. Nowhere. Just there. There's no, this is a smooth, you can, well, you can see. If you can't see from your end, I can assure you there is no place at all where the sticker was. So, I have a picture with, nobody made it. It's a no-name. And it came from China and Canada. Can you imagine? And, I gave her stuff off my receipt, too. It was $4.97. And then when I got to the cash, it was $3.47. So, I mean, woohoo! You know? One framed art, and it says IV. I don't know what that means. And the numbers. Regular, $4.97, $3.47. And that's the only thing I bought. I went there for this. Well, to see if there was another one. But that, I already knew before I went up there, this was all I was going to buy. I just wanted the one thing on the receipt, so there was no confusion with another item or anything. So now I do know Target bought Zellers here where I am last year. So I've never known Zellers to do anything like this before, ever. And I mean, they've, well, up where I am, before Zellers, it was Towers. And then Zellers came in later. Like when I was a small girl growing up, it was Towers. So, but now it's Zellers, and I have never known them to do anything like this, ever. So, I don't know, the only other thing I can think is this Target doing this. And, oh, when I first seen the first picture, I was wandering around, I seen these two metal bins side by side of, throw pillows for your couch or your chair. And so I went over and looked at them, and I seen this. So I go over, but they were actually on this side. All the Canadians were in this bin, and all the no-names were in this bin. And you know, you could just look at both sides and say, these are all the same. They're the same filling, the same material, just different styles and stuff. So it's like, I just walked away from it, you know, other than thinking, no, this isn't Canadian, it doesn't feel like Canadian. Yeah, it's not the same kind of material we use here. It's thin, it was thin, and you know, maybe a year it would start to split, you know, wear out the material and stuff, that kind of thing. But yeah, I never, other than that, I never really questioned it like I did when I went and found the picture. Then I started getting, hey, you know, but on the pillows there was no made in China. It was just all no name. And on that side it was all Canadian. So yeah, I don't know if it's Target. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, folks, you just might want to be a little careful. Watch your tags. You know, This is what we have to do now, this kind of stuff. That's how crazy it's gotten. And the food tags too, the labels, you gotta watch those. Because China's in the food chain now. I mean, you know. So, yeah, if you're going out shopping, you might want to be careful, a little extra careful. Because if you think you're buying something, this is a good example of all the knockoff foods, the no names and stuff. Perfect example. Because you gotta watch, because you think you're buying one thing is in the food jar, and it can change. It can suddenly change all that food, that no-name knockoff food. So I'm not buying that anymore either. I'm already replacing my flour with 5 roses and stuff like that, my kitchen stuff, because I was buying that stuff before the email from my sister for the fish farm, which China was feeding them, and then they're feeding us the fish. I started getting on the ball, I guess you could say, and so keep an eye on your tags, folks.